North. We'll start off with Wario's Gold Mine, which is a nice 1-3 position track. The narrow roads here allowing for some nice back spam, but either way, let's get into it. One hell of a series to start this one off here. Broadcasting live from Atlanta, Georgia, but I'm sure tuning in from the rest of the world. Let's get it. It's race one of the quarterfinals between U.S. North and U.S. South, actually opting to just have the N and S tag, which I don't think I've seen a one-letter tag in the World Cup so far. Interesting to see. Either way, Frozen.
Is that a 50?
Wow. Starting off in 8th here to start things off here for the U.S. North side. The triple shrooms to start things off for Frozen here. And one thing I want to keep my eyes on here, if you can as well, is who is in the back here. Frozen actually gets his own bagger there. And I think all he was holding was...
It looked like a golden.
Yeah, golden.
Yeah,
so I'm not sure about that. I think, like, in that position, you kind of want your bagger to have the golden. But, I mean, maybe we saw that wrong. I don't know. It seemed like at the last second, I don't know, did he move away, kind of, maybe thinking
it looked like it. I can't really tell. I think he actually might have gotten him, though, honestly.
Yeah.
To be completely honest.
Yeah, which is weird. Weird camp. Well, it will be Frozen trailing in the back. No dodges to speak of just yet. This minimap still remaining fairly compact. Still going for the item box in 5th place as well. Maybe going to get the Mega. Wow. That might be huge. I mean, Mac, we haven't been able to track exactly how the bagging duel is going, but generally the baggers, if they don't have a tender race, just a little bit ahead of 1st place to maybe drop a star.
From the looks of it right now, the South are 1-4. I would.
Yeah.
If North have shock right now, this actually could be pretty good.
They're going to use it. Okay. I think in prediction of the target shock, so South, if anyone, I think that has it, just going off that. Yeah, if South may have shock, and if we do, we see it called here. South have 1st, North have 2nd and 3rd. I don't think anything's going to change too much at the end here. Blue Shell is going to come in. It catches on the Quinn there. South is going to lose 4th place. Shock does come in for South at the very end, and we do see someone come out at the end, but they get owned on the line. Oh, no, it's not going to be that much damage. And so Frozen able to at least make sure that back spams and slows down Quinn there. And make sure that South really, I think, seem to, going into that last turn, only have 1
Only have 1st, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well done by the American side here. Well, I guess.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Northern side here. I can't even use that line. Wow. 2, 3, 4. That backspin being nice
2, 3, 4,
for
6,
getting them more spots. Quinn goes from 4th to 7th off that. 2, 3, 4, 6, and 10. No shock needed, says North. Why not? I know people like the whole no game audio thing.
Okay, so I thought it was just me. I was like, I don't want to.
I know people like it. It's like kind of optimal, I guess, because you can hear things, but it's like, bro, just put it on. I miss the music. The music's so hype. Anyway. Race 2 with U.S. South facing a bit of a deficit. Nothing to really be too scared of, though.
In 64, Bowser's Castle.
Yeah. You generally tend to see the track with 1-4 spots.
That makes sense.
For those nice
yeah, you
drafts.
get the early drafts.
Mm-hmm. Which can be crucial.
It's all coming back. It's all coming back.
I feel like, I don't know. I mean, I get DDR anyway. I feel like the Mario Kart Wii, the course selections, very rarely, course selections can be important, and starting positions can definitely be important, but in comparison to Mario Kart 8, I feel like it's definitely less consequential often.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
At least in Mario Kart 8, it's always more just comfort picks.
Right. Yeah, you generally tend to see a certain standard array of picks. It's going to be Frozen starting off here in 3rd. Triple greens in 2-3 for North. South's got to be careful.
Yeah, Jake's definitely holding it down for South right now.
Ooh,
it does get hit out.
Nasty. That was nasty. The wall glitch is clean. Mac needs to watch out a little bit there, but of course the trolling rule for the sandbaggers going backwards, in case for anyone who isn't aware, those drivers going backwards are racing for the shock. Best position to get that shock in is in 10th place. If they do contact anyone without using any items, it's fine. But if you are shrooming, or you do star them, or bullet bill one of the racers, it has potential for penalties from anywhere from -5 to -20. TC pass to Frozen here.
Got a top 2 for South?
Yeah, it's looking clean. I think front running is super possible on this track, but I mean, the ultra shortcut, of course, cutting off so much time, which I don't know about you, but I love me a golden on this track for sure.
Yeah. Especially right here. Frozen's in a really good spot to get kind of some sort of power item, kind of be able to take that shortcut.
Yeah.
As we
Perfect item.
literally gets a golden.
Perfect item. Shock
Easy
has
shock.
come in. Oh, that has to be a US South shock, and they dodged through the sand there. North, kind of stuck in shambles here. I think that was Edison that got shocked out of cut. That might be US South in top 3. Or maybe top 2. Sean able to move up a little bit.
Sean's somewhere up there.
Yeah, top 2, 4, 5 at least. I think. Oh, might be. I don't even know. I can't tell.
I think Sean's in like 4th.
Right.
Or no, 3rd actually.
That shock being huge for US South, though.
So
I
US
think.
South top 2.
And TC is not going to do Frozen any favors here.
Yeah, he's literally nobody. Oh, passing it off to the bagger. Wow.
That's a good play to at least salvage something, but I mean, it's not going to really do him enough. North coming up at the end. It will be all that she wrote. Big race win for US South and a great response to even things up here a little bit, or more than even things up here. I think they take the race win by a good bit and take the lead themselves. Wow. Second lap shock, I mean, pretty typical on this track. I feel like some tracks definitely you see the lap 3 more, but here it's like, well, you want to maybe use the shock defensively there to prevent people from taking ultra. That's exactly what we saw. Top 2, 4 to take it. 3, 5, 6, 7, and 10 for North.
Really good showing from South.
Yeah, honestly.
They had the top spots and they just followed it up with a shock.
Yeah. And I mean, if we had any doubts about their performance here, Marlon, from the Australia side, certainly don't have anything resembling doubt here on this start.
Yeah, very solid start from South.
So, we move on. Course selection here. So one of the courses that have come up more often as time has gone by in this game has been Peach Gardens, really, which is like
super underrated track. It was always a super underrated
I hate
track.
you so much.
It was so underrated. No, it was actually always a good track.
Okay, never mind. You fit right in. Why don't you buy the $40 disc? Honestly, you were complaining about the price, but you.
I tried to buy Mario Kart Wii to play because of COVID, and they're still charging $40.
Yeah,
So,
you.
I'm paying $40 for a game I'm gonna play once a month.
I can't believe it.
But yeah, actually a great track.
Yeah, and I mean a lot of it allows you a fresh breath of air here to be able to come back. Being able to maybe get shrooms, come up through the shortcut that comes up at the very first turn here. Great place to generally catch up. Golden mushrooms here for Frozen.
Opted to not take the
down.
cut.
Interesting.
I'm trying to think. There's not really a better cut for this. I guess
for sure. I think it's.
I guess you just save it for next lap.
I think what he's trying to do is generally just limit the amount of players that like are ending up in a bottom spot to be able to get like hold stars or something like that. I guess is the play. Sure, why not?
So this is top 3 for North right here, or top 2, 4.
Top 2, 4, yeah. Sane, a strong player to look out for South. I feel like we didn't talk about him too much, but he's been certainly something to watch out for. Nice bomb. Well, it won't probably connect. Yeah, people will just drive on by. A Hawk, used to be, and probably still is, one of the most stellar baggers in the game. Literally invented a strat.
Yeah, I remember Hawk used to bag a lot.
Named after him, called the Hawk strat. I asked him a few days ago how it felt like to have an entire strat named after him, that being the strat that lets you go backwards in BCW without falling off. And he said, quote unquote, it feels nice. It's
kind of dope, actually.
Good for the ego points. Lap 3 coming up here.
So North is literally just running away right now.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna run into the water for the shock dodge. That's cute. That's real cute coming in for him. Casper, please don't tell me you fall off. Okay, good. Doesn't get the chain he wants.
So definitely a North shock, and
Frozen, it just doesn't go his way. I mean, you're hoping that like when you fall off there and respawn, you get a lower spot. goes from 4th to 6th. Generally, you expect to get a better item box than that, but Pow, not going to help you get through the cut and catch up to everyone. So he has a lot of ground to catch up on here.
I think it might be a little too late for Frozen, but
Pack isn't too far away here.
he might be able to pass 1 or 2 people here.
Yeah, just out a lot of bottom spots too. It will be able to pass at least one, maybe Hawk here too. Shock does come in, and that will prevent at least Frozen from getting 6th or more. Maybe even prevent them from getting 8th. There's from 7th, yeah. But at the same time, I still think, I don't know, that pack at the end was a massive cluster.
North might have gotten the top 3.
Yeah,
I believe so. They were top 2 gone, and I'm pretty sure they ended up dodging up.
It's insane, really. We'll see.
I think that's 2-1 in Shock favor for North.
Ooh, good call. You know, we should track that. That's a great idea.
Yeah, I was thinking about things we should.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was I think that is 2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top
3.
Wow. That Shock just not enough.
And the +1.
Yes. Top 3, 8, 9. In the case for the North side, and they bounce. They bite right back. 3, 8, 9. A comfortable way to respond if you're North.
So I'm still brushing up on my Mario Kart Wii here. So give me a little bit more insight.
Lend your of course, and chat. Lend your energy to Marlon. He's been a big valuable asset. He's also just my main man here in Atlanta. I love to have him on the cast at all times. So apologies for the bias, but Marlon, let's feed you in on the insight here.
So let's
top
see.
3. BC. I was literally going to say BC Wii is a very popular top 3 pick. You have top 3 that starts and is able to basically instantly backspam after that first bridge. It's very tough for the remaining racers behind to really avoid that. So that's why you often see it there. I'm a big fan of Rainbow Road myself for top spots. We haven't really seen it pick that much, but there is a good bit of risk, of course, because Rainbow Road on Wii is just like you're asking to get bumped off sometimes. It's going to go MC3, though, which is interesting. You see, sometimes teams pick MC3 when they have first and maybe like 6, 7, 8 or something like that first. In the same vein as Warriors Goldmine lets you really backspam pretty easily
Actually makes a lot of sense,
on the spots behind it, and lets
yeah.
the players behind in 6, 7, 8 get those power items to move up on the circuit as you normally do on circuits. Well, nice star. When do you use your stars here in MC3, Marlon?
You always use them. You just chain them.
Right here. Yep. This is the set.
Actually, no, not. Oh wow.
Well, I mean,
never mind. Yeah, if you get that, yeah, you're fine.
This is broken.
I literally think Frozen just you just hold this, right?
Yeah.
And just pray that your back can kind of get a shock.
Yeah, that's basically the bit. Can they do it?
South are top 2 right now, and Casper's trying to
Casper's
get around Hawk. Yeah, he is.
Wow. Okay. I guess he gets the draft or something.
Ooh, tight banana.
Tries to go tighter than the banana himself, but Jake planks cautiously there.
So Frozen uses his Mega there. I think that tells us that South does not have shock, otherwise, or that North doesn't have shock. Excuse me.
Yeah. And last place there, you saw him shrooming through the sand on the minimap, so certainly doesn't have shock, but definitely has the advantage. Mac still going backwards, but rather slowly. Makes me wonder if he has Bill or shock. Well, it's going to be maybe a tumultuous last set here. Oh, he threw his red away. That was brutal. But, target shock's Hawk. That's a U.S. South member in the sand here.
I have to watch this green show.
Star, I don't know what happened with the Star there. They got a weird line there. Had to slow down for a second, but Sean is back in the hunt. I may be getting into 3rd. Not able to quite start someone at the end. Frozen loses a couple spots there.
I think that's a win for South.
Definitely. Because they had first, and I think maybe
I think it was 3rd.
Yeah. We'll see if that ends up still being the case.
I think Sean came up in the dodge, though. I think he might have gotten something.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
Really, though. Well, quite the start here we have from our 2 teams. And it will be at least South clawing back a little bit. Ooh, top 2.
Top 2.
I don't
top
know.
5.
I don't know how he made that work, but it looked like it was very bumpy up there, so I'm sure that played some role in it. 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. Well done.
Oh yeah, I forgot GPs are a thing.
Yeah.
It's been way too long. I apologize, everybody.
There's nothing to apologize for. There really isn't. Close GPWC.
So after
4 races. You got
2 points.
2 points is all that separates these teams. If there is any game that goes to Game 3, we haven't had a single Game 3 set in Mario Kart Wii so far.
Oh, really?
In the bracket stage? No. We've had a lot of close matches for sure, but just not quite being able to go the distance here.
I feel like we've seen a lot more in MK
For
just
sure.
like Game 3s. So that's kind of interesting.
Well, it will be, you know, a close affair to keep us going here. Thoughts, impressions on what we've seen so far? Was it who got shocked there at the end? I'm forgetting. I'm dropping.
South.
Yeah,
I think it's 2-2 right now. Shocks.
Right?
Yep.
So about as even as we expected it to really be here.
2-2, 2+2.
Yeah, honestly, I think that'll be is ultimately what decides it. Really is just like what the skill level between these two teams is so similar. It's really hard to imagine what would separate them other than ability to play around shop.
One thing I'm pretty interested in is that it's not just a team dodging up at the end of every race. I think what we've seen just those last couple of races where teams having top spots,
Yeah.
and the bottom spots dodging into even more top spots.
Right. Yeah.
It's always important to have top spots, always. And then just have your bottom pack players catch up. And I think both teams are doing a really good job at that with the shocks that they're using.
For sure. All right. GP2, what will it be? Can we expect from our racers here? Is Koopa Cape starting us off here? Marlon, what do you remember about Koopa Cape? Keys to the game.
I remember Koopa Cape was one of those tracks where you just wanted shrooms, especially now. Like, and then if you were in first, you wanted a green shell so you could take the Goomba strat.
You nailed that question on the quiz there. Koopa Cape, that golden is always.
Yeah, Goldens were always busted.
Busted as all hell.
Ooh, Frozen getting in the first and kind of just bonking.
I never liked the bong. 3-4 for North.
Yeah, just give top 2.
Yeah. Which I'm sure is fine for him. I do think Koopa Cape is certainly one of those tracks you can get away on. But
I think that's Quinn and the Mega behind him are saying.
a common strat. Ooh, just missing the start. What I was about to say. Common strat to see baggers basically line up on the last set of item boxes there and drop stars for their teammates by running themselves into that electrical rod there.
What a nice pow.
Nah.
That's a very nice pow.
Nice pow and nice, just the perfect slowdown too. He gets the ideal item there, triple shrooms. And it'll send him to first with some change, but just as I say, that Hawk with the perfect item for the rebuttal as well. And another one coming in, Sal just dunking on Frozen.
Worst part is that there's literally nothing you can do. And then you get a TC right after.
So he plays Golden is helpful
Golden's
for
fine, yeah.
passing it, yeah. Doesn't expect that. Perfect pass for his part. You just hop up here. This is one of the most visually satisfying strats I think to see in this game.
What did I just witness?
Yeah. No, it's actually so fun to see that. Red in second. Might be able to get revenge on Hawk for the red he dished on him. Dragging that out, playing slow and safely. Hawk having to watch his own rear. I got scared for a second there, but does make it through.
Top 3 for North?
Top 3 for North, but you have to watch out for the golden strats or shroom strats at the end. Sean is able to have that on his own right. You'll notice a big gap between 6th and 7th place there in the back. And North?
I see Mac and dead last. There's only so far you can go back on this track.
Right,
So
exactly.
that's one thing I'm looking at on the minimap and Blue Shell?
Oh, yeah, that is a blue shell we do see here. Goes wide to avoid potentially ruining his teammate there, and it's Frozen in first.
If you're South, you're praying Bobby a shock.
Okay, they shock Frozen into boxes.
It has to be a North shock?
I don't know. I can't tell. I think it might be a South shock because there's no reason to shock there. If you have top 2, you can guarantee. Yeah, it's Hawk coming up in the star. Do you get him? No, not quite. That red just barely misses it, and that shock coming in huge for Bobby. Job well done on Hawk's part, but yeah, that was a shock definitely on South's part for just being able to make sure that they had enough time because we saw the pack back there. If you had any dodges, that would mean you'd have to be in that 7th or 8th place spot that we talked about, the highest spot you can get a star in being 7th place. And I mean, we saw the distance earlier in the race between 6th and 7th, so using the early shock there to allow them some time to catch up, and it ends up paying off. Salvages the race. I think it's still a race win for North-ish. Yeah. 2, 3, 5, 6, but it definitely could have been a lot worse. 2, 3, 5, 6, 9.
Honestly, good on Hawk for catching up there at the end.
Yeah.
His team needed a big there.
And honestly, he might have been holding that star for a while. But either way, job well done. Well, it will be now winning for North, but of course the margins are ever so low. What are they able to do here?
I'm trying to think. 2, 3, 5, 6.
Yeah.
What kind of track are you picking here?
2, 3, 5, 6. Well, I think the more interesting story is 1, 4. 1, 4 for South.
It's so spaced out that you really don't have a.
True. 1, 4. Okay,
Waluigi.
Waluigi for North. Interesting. Yeah, you can catch up on first pretty nicely here, I think. It is the kind of track that, yeah, first definitely breaks away out on Waluigi, but I know US South, very capable player in Quinn on Waluigi Stadium, loves the track, but they're going to get their Moonview Highway pick. That is US South. And move on ahead with it. Moonview Highway, yeah, first place. Again, great backspin spots, especially around the hairpin turn we'll see on the mini-map soon enough. Will it pay off for them?
This was always one of the most pleasing tracks to play.
Yeah?
Back in my oh, nice fib from Hog.
Lovely job.
One item I miss in Mario Kart 8 is the fib. Fibs were always so deadly, and there's nothing better than like a nice fib snipe.
Yeah, honestly. There's just something satisfying about the sound of it, really. Bring it back. Bring back the fib.
Super powerful item. I
Bro's
would
a big deal.
assume that South ran out for the top 2 after the fib from Hog.
Yep.
So going off that, I'm going to say that South is top 2 right now. Mid-pack is kind of nice.
Yeah, we have Quinn's perspective here as well. Oh, Fabe at the end of that one. I don't know if they placed that one. Oh, and Edison with a triple green is able to combo up on him, and that's so deadly for South, who I don't think they had second place either.
Yeah, they didn't.
Now, I would imagine top spots for North, South taking a good bit of mid spots here. Will this be enough for Quinn here? Frozen now in first place. Quinn getting shocked before boxes. I think that's
Hawk. South shock?
South shock, I think, yeah.
I think they just shocked everybody in the boxes.
Let's see. It's Frozen here. Ooh, barely avoiding the red. It's a Hawk that it connects with, and that's his own teammate that he ends up getting sane. But
South are top everything but second.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that red connects. He doesn't bring out a shell in time. He actually drops it. And so barely missing that is South, but job well done for Frozen.
4.
Yep. And Frozen, smart there to close the distance between him and the South player, reducing the amount of time he would have time to respond to. Backstands a bomb at the line.
He didn't hit it.
No, he did.
It
did not on his screen, but you saw the player spin out on the mini-map, I think.
Dude, that's some like next level.
Jesus.
Honestly, the best item that he probably couldn't got in that position with everything, South being everything behind him.
Yeah, for real.
Triple greens are actually pretty close there.
They are, honestly. Busted. Well.
Oh, wow.
South still holding on to 1-3 there.
But North coming through with 2, 4, 5, 6,
yeah.
and 9th.
2, 4, 5, 6, and 9. Why not?
So I guess he did hit that bomb. Because I'm pretty sure
Quinn
Jax was fourth.
Yeah. They should have been able to, at least get fourth there. Bomb was actually clutch. You see that play sometimes, and I don't know if Quinn was able to see it, but generally that is a standard play at the end where you have to avoid. And it's just very hard to avoid the bomb explosion there. That part of the track being so narrow.
This game has evolved beyond my mini. My brain can't compute half the things that are happening right now. Definitely dope to see. This game has changed so much over time, and it's really it's really nice to see.
For real.
Ignorance is bliss. Disable. Interesting. See a lot of, well, I guess not a split picks, but just someone opted to not pick.
For fun, really. Yeah. Coconut Mall. Why not? Maple Treeway is a pretty standard 1-3 pick. But let's see. Yeah, Coconut Mall. This is a track you really, really can't afford to like burn out on. Even it is so hard sometimes to catch back up on this track. It is insane.
There's really only one shortcut, and it's the one here at the beginning. But I mean, other than that, you don't really gain much time anywhere else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing. And even the shortcut here, like the one shroom cut there on the right side, like that doesn't take that much time. The 3 shroom cut also just, it doesn't do too much either. It's really when shock dodging that it does a lot of damage, but that's
also feel there's
really
not a lot of box on this track either.
God, that is so lethal between the fib and the green. Ends up actually getting the banana from Sane there, but doesn't have anything to follow it up with. He's aggressively on Sane here. Nice. Yeah, Sane knew that he only had one line to take there. Other spots here. I think it was 1, 3, 4 for North.
Yeah. South is literally everything back here right now. So North is definitely just tops.
And I wonder, yeah, Hawk and Quinn going around the cut on second lap when they're in 6th and 7th, I think signals to me they might be holding on to something. Well, let's see. I think that is indeed the case. A bill.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know about you. I don't know if you've bagged very much in
There's
your
only
days.
one box that you can get.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know if you've bagged very much in your days, Marlon. But
oh my gosh!
And I wonder if that got into a bagger. I didn't actually see if he got the vision on it, but that's so crucial because having the bill gives you the information and lets you tell your bagger, okay, oh my God, that snipe is insane. Gives you the information to tell your bagger, okay, hey, there's no chance you get the bill and are forced to lose the 10th place position. Lets them go for it pretty recklessly. But he gets it bombed out of him. I wonder if they got the shock in time while they had
Quinn definitely pulled another bill.
No, I don't think so. No, not right now, yeah. He's in 4th. And it's going to be South and 3-4. I wonder who's first. Last turns here. It's North and top 2. They have room, certainly. Oh, my goodness, Quinn. A little bit of a flub there. Shock dodge for Frozen at the end. Going to be able to take 4th place. Is that a star on scene? I don't think it is, but will end up getting position from that. Shock not being too consequential there. But you saw Quinn kind of like scared between like, you know, the POW and the shell that he threw forward, which I think was a bit of a mistake throwing that green forward, right? So we'll see what the damage is here, but a good race for US North to do things up.
Yeah, top 2, 4, 7, 9 for US North.
Yeah.
And it kind of starting to chip away a little bit here.
Yeah, looks like it. Oh, shoot. You know what I did? I definitely saw the spots, recognized them. I'm like, all right, got them, and then I did not have them. Any Twitch chatters, remember the last spots, hit me up in Twitch chat. I love you for life.
Was it for this race?
For this race, yeah.
Top 2, 4, 5.
No shot. I mean, I guess that makes sense, yeah.
Top 2.
4, 7,
4,
yeah,
7,
okay. Thought so. Thought there was at
4,
least
7, 9,
yeah, thought there was like not like a perfect spot there. Shout out to y'all, big appreciate it. You know what? I think that's what was it? Another the race before that. I think South got shock and North just got that shock. I think so. We don't have it up to date for sure shock count, but pretty even. Actually, I think Bobby having the slight edge in shocks. Or maybe it's just even.
I think it's 3-3. I think it's 3-3.
All right, race 8 here. 25 points, all that settles it really between these two teams. This is the biggest difference I think we've seen so far.
Goes over to pretty early mega here and kind of do some damage. Yeah,
there, I think he does. Yeah, actually gets onto him.
Top 3 for North. Ooh,
He does really get on that banana, which I mean, if that's your teammates in front of you,
I like at that point it's kind of his fault because I'm pretty sure his teammate community is a banana tight, but I guess he's just trying to backspam super hard. He was already in his line.
Right.
Missing the TT pass on to Mac. Kind of unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, will be Quinn in 4th place at least. Able to get onto 4th place, yeah, right behind Edison and Jake. 1st place, the tendency to be able to break away on this track pretty easily. And of course, the bagger. This is yet another one of those courses where baggers can only go so far.
Yeah.
They're stuck at that item set where you see them on the mini map.
I get 4th huge.
Bill, knowing about the bill is just so important in these situations. Cow does come in, avoids it. I wonder if that was a U.S. South call.
So Casper's just straight up just gone.
Yeah, he's just super gone. If you ever let Casper get into a top spot, you're never getting back. Unless there's a
top 3,
or
top 2 for North.
Top two for North, 3, 4 for South. Wide red. And this Mega being held very well here. Oh, nice reaction to be able to use that. No shock coming in. Yet. I wonder what it means for our players here. Green's bouncing out at the end, but won't actually catch into anyone somehow there.
I think Quinn barely just missed Edison.
Yeah.
I think he kind of needed to hit that green shell, but it was kind of unfortunate that he missed.
Yeah. And so it will be the end of the race there. We will have, on the side, basically be able to see Mac's perspective. No shot gotten there by the U.S. North bagger. Everything really going according to plan. According to textbook for North, they're able to hold on to top 2. Nothing too different about that race that made us sweat.
I think top 2, 6, 7, 10.
You are correct.
That one I caught.
Yes. 6, 7.
Is that a winner, right? Well, top 2 isn't top 2 in this game always just like a guaranteed win? I don't know how that works with the backers.
Great. I think so. I think so. Yeah.
I remember in
Mario
Mario Kart Wii, top 2 was always a guaranteed win.
Yeah. Top 2 getting you 27 points. Having a player 8th place is 2 points. And 7th place being 3 points. So the least you can get with your runners if you have top 2 is like 33 points, and then you add bagger points. So guaranteed win for top 2.
So just get top 2 every race, you win the war.
Yep. Just that simple. You know, there was a tournament that was tried for MKPS that was like, I think what was it? Best of races. So like if you win a race, you're up 1-0.
Oh my god.
It was interesting. And yeah, it basically resulted in top 2 equals win.
Yeah, top 2. Yeah.
That's where I remember it from. We are approaching our last GP here. It's a 32-point race differential.
I love how it shows VR. You have this VR.
Dude, VR is so hard to get. I just can't even.
The grind for 999.
Yeah, my newest YouTube series, dude. And hello, everybody, and we're back. Thank you for your patience here as we get started up on Maple Tree Way. It's end of lap 2 here. And Frozen, big chilling. One thing to note, Mac has the shock. Actually, no, he doesn't anymore. I don't know what happened. He did have the shock until just a short while ago. Ending up getting that knocked out of him. It's lap
North
3.
top 3.
Ooh, this is looking devastating here for South.
Very interested to see how Mac lost shock.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, that's big for Bobby, who we should be able to get a perspective on as well soonish. Mega. Oh, it picked up a ground star as well for Quinn. Is big. It lets him get up onto US North here without having to expend his Mega. Could end up getting onto him. He probably wants to use it soon because there's a Frozen with the green shell right around him. Yes, nice pull there. Shock dodge for him. That's huge. South just moving up in the top 2 just like
They had
that.
to build the entire time.
Let's go, Jax. Moves up in the first place. And that'll be a slick top 2. And is that Hawk maybe completing the top 3?
Hawk in like 3rd.
Yeah. Wow. And I think that's actually going to make it, a lot closer of a match just off that alone. Insane plays coming in. All right. What are the positions here?
Yeah.
4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that is devastating. My God.
We have a war. 3 races
We
left.
do have what we call a war on our hands. Now only down by 11. Scary stuff, really. Can be at least.
To all the South naysayers. This is them literally telling y'all that us losing Australia wasn't that big a deal. We got this.
Yeah, easy money. A really just well-executed shock on their part. I do wonder what happened to Mac there.
Yeah, I'm very curious what happened to Mac.
Yeah.
I wonder if Bobby just like trolled him.
Yeah. Could have been big. And before stream penalty. What will it be? It will be BC3, one of the hectic, if not most hectic tracks in the game.
One of my favorite, all-time favorite tracks.
Yeah,
all-time favorite tracks.
Someone did a like a poll amongst all Mogi, or no, sorry, he just looked across at all the data from all the course picks in Mogi, and by a wide margin, BC3 being the most popular pick across all tiers in Mogi Lounge.
I mean, this is like one of the most remakes of a track ever. Just beautiful. Fun to play
really
too.
Is. That's the thing about this. The shortcut and the shock play around it is just so interesting, especially at a team play level and an individual level. Frozen may start off in 8th here, but it's not really too much of a concern. Fib there won't really do too much. Shortcut definitely not blocked. Someone spins out there. I think it's a bagger. Yeah, Bobby is going to be in 10th place now. Sorry, 9th place now with Mac going up there. You see in the mini-map, leading the hunt for the shock. Quinn holding up in 2nd place for the Southern team. Fib doesn't connect.
Nice attempt though, really.
Bomb connects on seemingly everyone.
Except for Jax.
It makes it out of the rubble there. And South now in 2-3-4. An amazing bomb snipe. Well, Frozen in the back here, 8th place. We have Quinn with a single shroom in 2nd. Certainly have his eyes out for that shortcut. Did see a golden just gotten there for. Ooh, want to watch out for bumping your teammates there, but gets it eventually. And all of South seeming to move up here. It's Frozen with a golden as well. In 6, Bobby does get hit while trying to go back still, so it's hard to feel like Bobby has shock here. That's a not good enough. Oh my God, the back green actually a great trail there for a great back from Quinn's part there. It's gonna set Frozen back a long distance, but I'm sure you know from BC3 any kind of distance in the back is certainly recoverable with that shortcut. He has a star too. What plays will we see here? Remember, Mac has the lead in 10th.
Shortcut.
They might shock here. Yep, they do. They do it to prevent them and block South from taking the shortcut. It's Frozen that dodges. Does have a golden as well. And gets the perfect quick cut there. Takes the golden. I think that's top
3.
Top 4. Top 4 for North off that. Boost shot. Does it come on both of them? He goes on both of them. My God, okay, they entirely slowed down there. They might be able to hold on to the top 3 on the last stretch. It's Quinn trailing.
Edison still in
Hopeful to
first.
get anything there. They get a star picked off of the ground and gets Quinn. What a play there.
Wow.
2 people on North getting the star, and that saves their race. An insane
that top
drop
4?
star. That is top 3, if not top 4. Getting the shock and the drop star from the Thwomp allows their top players to basically star the only player that was maybe shrooming up to intervene there, and saves North from the race. Saves North from potentially coming back there. And actually, that might be one of the races to really blow up this lead.
Yeah.
Wow. Frozen 158 heart rate. That's insane.
That was actually super impressive.
Yeah.
There's just all around good team play. Yeah, top 4.
Top 4. My God. Hats off to Mac. That actually hard carried by Mac there. You saw at the beginning on lap 1, Mac ends up, I think, starring Bobby on the part of the track where you need to hop onto the wall and hop over to the other side of the lava to prevent him from doing that strat, sending Bobby way back in the bagging battle.
So bagging, that is one thing that has evolved over my
Yeah,
departure
absolutely.
of Mario Kart Wii. Stuff like that, we wouldn't even have thought of doing back then.
For sure.
Pretty impressive stuff coming out from the baggers.
Yes, by a mile. Oh my God! I mean, my heart rate's pumping now at this point. It's hard to. That's a tough loss for Quinn. For Quinn, there. You certainly have your eyes on the prize in that sense. I wonder, what will we see here from our baggers? It will be one of our least favorite tracks. One of my least favorite tracks, at least.
Yeah, one of the most hated tracks in the game.
Yes, for a very good reason. It is Mushroom Gorge, a very devastating track to be on if your opposing team has the shock. And of course, because of those shrooms, those red mushrooms you bounce on at the end of the track, really making this track as zany as possible. You also see shrooms being important on this track for the shortcut at the end of the course.
Yeah, Coin set up really well right now with
Yep.
the triple greens or triple shrooms in 4th.
Yep, that'll allow
Most
you.
likely just going to take this cut.
Allow
Everybody
you
else has shrooms too.
yeah. So Jake and Quinn able to move up. So is Hassan and Hawk, the entire South lineup able to doesn't quite avoid those bananas. That'll cost him a shroom. And Jake getting actually bumped over there by the bananas. I think him and Edison kind of taking each other out there. So
Nearly avoiding
makes
the
it
bow.
nice.
Wow.
Yeah. That's the tricky thing about the mushrooms. They just have those random bumps, you know. A single shroom here for Quinn is just what he needed to be able to hop in for that first place lead. Frozen not too far behind, maybe able to catch him off guard and bump him a little bit. Not enough at least. So not quite connecting. Good effort,
Nice
but Quinn
back.
getting
Yeah.
backspin, going to that tight line. I think you do have to play that a little bit more safer if you're Quinn.
Yeah, if you're definitely Coin, you should know that the Frozen's going to get aggressive.
And you know what? It's fine. If
Oh.
shock doesn't happen. But who has shock? It's Mac. Mac has shock right now. Will probably prevent people from taking the cut.
Yeah, I think they're going to call it as soon as they land here.
They don't end up going for cut. Yep, ends up calling it. That's the perfect call for them. Frozen ends up getting first from that. All of South in the back here, seeming, although actually Edison, I think in 6th place as well, will be devastating here for the South side. And that'll do it for our player here.
Nice shot coming out from North.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of prevented everyone from taking cut, getting everybody after the shrooms.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Job well done on his part. Top 2, 4, 5. I think that does it. I'm just realizing I didn't get the score for the last race.
Top 410.
Top 410, true. Yep, that's got to do it. Congratulations to North for finishing this GP out in fashion. He's a top 410.
I know you put in the same thing twice, didn't you?
No, not quite. top 2, 4, 5.
Oh,
Top 2,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm blind.
Nah, that's all good. They're up 63, and that should be the war here. So, U.S. North wins this.
Mario Kart Wii needs 2 shocks.
2 shocks, you think so?
I feel like Mario Kart 8 is already just insanely chaotic because there can be 3 shocks at one time.
I hate that. Okay, I don't
Imagine
hate
Mario
it.
Kart
Sorry,
Wii, but with
I don't
2
hate
shocks.
that. I don't hate that. It's just a different game, and I feel like 2 shocks in this game makes it a game that it isn't. You know?
Because you have to worry if like you have shock or if the other team has shock. I feel like that would
Right.
add something more than just there being 1 shock. Don't get me wrong. Don't yell at me. Don't try to cancel
I'm
me.
literally flaming you.
They're gonna cancel me.
Yes.
Don't cancel me.
No.
Psh.
I will do nothing to prevent that.
GV2.
GV2, why not? Get it over with. Move to the next match. That is match 1 here for U.S. North taking the win. Of course, we have 1 race left. Why not finish it out on the shortest course possible? Well, Marlon, what have you thoughts generally on the match here? How has South kept up in your eyes?
South, honestly, I mean, I think we talked about it earlier. You told me that North were clear favorites.
Yep.
And that South were kind of, I wouldn't say underwhelming, but I think they played a pretty solid war for what they've been able to do. I think just a couple of bad races kind of led to North kind of taking off.
Yeah, I think it's bagging diff, like just by a hair, right? I think it's just like the BC3 plays that Mac was able to pull out.
But not to discredit Bobby, because we saw what he did on Maple Treeway.
Yeah.
Or at least we don't know it yet.
I mean,
what we assumed, we think happened.
and I mean the shot count was relatively even, you know.
Yeah,
Actually,
shot count
South-
was definitely like pretty
Yeah.
like even. I think most case 4-3,
Yeah,
4-4.
I like throughout like at least the middle part of the match. I'm not sure if we have like quite the accurate score, but we'll try to keep. If any Twitch chatters want to keep a count on that, that'd be cute. Last race to finish that one off.
I think just a couple of good races stringed together from North kind of just give him that lead.
Top 2, 5, 7, and 9 to finish that one. Well, that'll be the end of the war here.
Great showing from North, though.
Yeah, seriously, they just stayed strong. Were able to bring it together in a really tense situation, make sure that they saw the result through. And that'll do it here for our matchup between them for game 1. And, you know, rather inspiring play from the North side.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I think you're kind of sweating a little bit, but if you're, I don't know, I feel like also at the same time, like, it wasn't that bad of a result, you know?
Yeah. Honestly, I feel that war was pretty doable for South.
Yeah,
I think
super
they had
doable.
a couple of good races. I think just need just a, I don't know, I don't want to say frontal presence because the races they ran.
Yeah, exactly. Right. It's hard.
So I don't want to say like they weren't in the front enough or that they didn't get enough shocks. But everything seems so even.
Right.
It just seemed like,
yeah.
It just seemed
It
like
was
those
really just
last
those two
couple
races.
It was
Yeah,
just those 2 races at the
yeah.
end that gave North kind of like the staple. I mean, they got a top 4, and I think they followed it up with a top 2, 4, 5 right after.
Yeah.
It's hard, huge race wins.
Well, we'll see if U.S. South is able to get those huge race wins themselves.
They definitely need them.
Yeah. But we'll be back for game 2. Don't go away. We hear the host room going up. And we'll be back for more Mario Kart Wii action here. Game 2 coming up between U.S. North, U.S. South. Who will be the first American team to go down here? We'll find out in just a bit. I'll do that again. And hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Mario Kart World Cup. I am joined by Marlon, and in addition to Marlon, we have a special guest joining us here.
We do.
Why don't we say hi to Brawly on the mic? How are we doing, Brawly? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I got it. One nothing. Yeah. What were your thoughts and impressions from what we saw there? I don't know if you caught a glimpse of it at the end. I know you're a busy man yourself, just traveling.
Let me try to move up a little bit. Is this better? Is this better? Can everyone hear me?
I think we got you now. Audience, let us know if we are trolling intentionally.
Hello.
Yes, you are massive right now. Yes.
All right, they can
yeah,
hear
we're
me.
good. Vamos, real, vamos. All right, thoughts on the match that we've seen so far.
All right, first of all, shout out to Vamos. But yeah, match we saw so far, US North. I caught a slight glimpse of it at the end. I think it was pretty back and forth, if I'm not mistaken. But I did see that sick play on BC3 at the end there with the drop style.
Dude, Mac is a god. Yeah.
Honestly crazy.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Yeah, I feel like the battle between Mac and Bobby is just so nuts that like it's hard to determine who's gonna win. It just comes down to who's better on the given day.
Right. No, they're both extremely good players, extremely good baggers. I mean, they probably are like top 2 in the community. So, it's really fun to watch them. I'm glad they're both streaming to see like what they're doing. And yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting match 2. I mean, pretty close match 1 if I'm not mistaken. Maybe the top 4 kind of gave him a bigger lead if I'm not wrong.
Right.
That was kind of like the turning point of the war.
Yeah.
Top 4 and the top 2, 4, 5 right after.
Like besides that, it was like really.
It was really close, yeah.
So.
I think the biggest deficit in the entire war was like 12 until like those last couple of races.
Yeah.
I saw a huge top 3 from South. I think it was on a Maple Treeway. That was crazy because North had top 3, and you said Mac lost shock, and then
Mac got
like,
shocked
3 members from South. Yeah, and then 3 members of South dodged and like were able to just automatically take top 3 at the end of the lap. So that was.
I do wonder what happened there because like it should have been fine. Really, it should have been smooth sailing. But I guess maybe Bobby had some hit on him. I mean, Bobby is a great player. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Yeah, no. This is exciting. So, are there any like lineup changes for match 2, or are they going in with the same?
I think it'll be the same. Not seeing too much different from what I've seen. We'll double check and clear up in a second here. It'll be Sean, Casper, Edison, Frozen, North staying the same. Vincent coming in.
Vincent?
Who does he come in
Came in
for?
for who?
I'm losing it. I'm losing it right now.
Vincent came. Sane. He came in for Sane.
Sane, right? Correct. Yeah.
All right.
Well,
so we got Vincent for Sane. I don't know how I feel. I feel like South doesn't really play together too much outside of World Cup, so it'll be interesting to see how Vincent fits in with the chemistry. I think this is the same lineup, except maybe one runner was different for when they were defeated by Australia. So interesting to see how they're gonna play here. But we do see first race, Koopa Cape coming out, and let's see what our racers can do. Gonna be looking to see if they can get those mushrooms to get up into the pack. I am currently not able to see the gameplay, but that's all right.
Yep. You'll see it soon. Don't you complainer. Christ. All right, we'll start it off here on Koopa. Why not? And it's Frozen with the star. Frozen and Quinn being our 2 perspective. We'll keep watching them. We have Bobby and Mac kind of on the field of our vision here. We'll be able to see who has shock and when. As well.
Bobby shooting up, so we'll be able to see. But yes, it does look like Frozen will be driving right now in 8th place with this star. A lot of North back here from what we're seeing. I think we see Edison and Sean as well in 5-6. So a lot of South in the front. Looks like the only member up there is Casper right now holding it up for them. So a lot of pressure surrounding him. See what he can do up there. Maybe keep their hopes alive. But some ground stars being dropped from the looks of it. Edison picking one up. A star being chased with Frozen. Gets the blue shell. But looks like does throw it, getting that first place after the boxes.
I just think South is just like talking everything right now. It's like they're trying to do something to catch back up, but like Frozen pulling a foul in 5th isn't really ideal.
Yeah. Will be difficult to recover from that, but from what we're able to see Quinn moving up in 4th place, it's South kind of dominating, top 2-4 for now. And Edison being the lone hope here, kind of getting slowed down. I'm not sure by quite what there.
But he's being really dangerous with those trip greens and pressure. I don't think anybody has the shock. You see both baggers still sitting there. Mac not having anything either. So kind of a neutral race so far. South still holding those top spots though. And Frozen looking to get a blue shell here in 6th place. Gets those trip shrooms in the waterfall, see if he can catch up here a little bit. We do see a bagger going forward. Shock coming out before the first set.
Yep. That's North shock for sure.
That is.
Not getting the box though is pretty kind of unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, they still will be able to get 1-3 out of this. I do wonder who's going to be coming up from behind, though. It's Vincent in 2nd. The sub will have to hold it down here for South. Nice item pull, but it's actually not going to go his way. And we're not playing Australia or anything. The lag won't be too bad here. We'll be able to pass the Hawk eventually.
Frozen's luck right now is just not good.
I mean, I think it's definitely balanced. Sometimes it's been pretty nuts, but like otherwise, yeah, TC, not the item you want to pull there.
You see a lot of South coming back here. A lot of South in the middle. Looks like to be a pretty... Oh, and Pow and Vincent getting taken out by a green shell. Red shell almost takes out Frozen. Quinn dead on the line.
Wow.
Top 4?
No shot.
Top 4?
No
that was a lot of top spots for North.
Yeah,
Oh my God, it might be. It actually might be. Jesus.
That was at
literally
least
top
the top
everything.
2.
Well, we'll see.
I think Quinn was still up there somewhere, so actually, yeah, Quinn might be a top 3.
No. Quinn got knocked out at the
Oh,
end
yeah,
there.
you're right.
So I don't know. It's
It is a top 4 there.
That's a race that's looking pretty bad for South to start things off.
No way.
And I mean, yeah, I think
Away.
Top
Oh, there it is.
410. My
There it is.
God. Wow. I mean, that definitely doesn't give me confidence that this is going to a game 3. I'll say that.
It might be tough. I mean, that shock on US North's part was just amazing. I mean, top 3 of South gets after boxes, and like the highest spot that North had was 4th place. Like a really high chance for Shrooms to get there in 4th place for Frozen, but unfortunately wasn't able to. I mean, we saw his items. He got like bloopers and like I don't even know what else. Pow. But yeah, no, that shock was amazing in North, and kind of thinking on their feet because I did see Mac pull away for maybe like 2 seconds and then use the shock there. So really good execution and really quick thinking on the part of US North, and guess I'm a top 4.
Yeah, literally led to a top 4. It's
Yeah.
best case scenario right now for the North. Starting out the second war.
How do you respond? I guess the answer is Peach Gardens. Yeah, why not? Well, Toad's Factory would be so huge for North, being able to get those top spots to start the draft as well, all that jazz. But no, Peach Gardens started off. South's getting lucky there, for sure. I mean, the last war we saw TF and nothing really changed after top 2 just broke away. So
You gotta wonder how the calls are right now too. Like, hopefully South isn't too down on themselves, but like we've seen, I mean, like I said before, they don't really play much together outside of the game or outside of the World Cup. And North, you know, they kind of maintained almost that same team of US East in the past, so they kind of had a little more chemistry, but we'll see if South is able to come back here.
for sure.
I'm unable to see the gameplay once again.
Yeah. Jesus. Man, oh my God. See a bill and 8th for Frozen, and like we've been talking about, very key information for the backers in the back.
Yeah. Knowing you have a bill is best thing you want to hear when you're a bagger. You have freedom when it comes to just getting as many boxes as possible.
Yep.
Right, and I am looking at Bobby's POV, and it does look like Mac is ahead by quite a lot. So we'll see what he can do to catch up, for Bobby to catch up to Mac.
Mac pulled a starring 10th just
6.
now, so not quite.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here with the baggers, but yeah, Bill and 6 is it's a really good pull if you get shock. However, just using the Bill in general in Peach Gardens is kind of booty. Not gonna lie, it's weird to use it there. But we do see Frozen just using it immediately in the cut. Wants to catch up a little bit, maybe get to the front and get some shrooms instead of looking to dodge. But it looks like Bobby is taking over in 10th now. Mac going forward. I believe he has the shock now for Team US North. So.
Yep, he does have shock. US North have it. That's big. And Frozen just using the bill, maybe kind of regretting it. Now stuck in 4th. Do you think we expect that North to hop into the water here?
It's a good play, but like Frozen could get shrooms here, so it might not be the best play.
Yeah.
Hawk does take the TC for Frozen and gets taken out by a green shell. Really nice play from Hawk there to swerve and hit him. Let's see what else they can do. Red shell also coming on Frozen. Not able to do anything.
Edison.
Passes it to Edison.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye, Edison. Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Quinn gonna be taken out by this red shell.
Yeah. It's big.
I'm expecting a shock here before the last set.
Yeah.
How coming in? Oh, Hawk almost being out with that green.
Yeah. Wait. That's Hawk there. Yeah. We'll be able to finish off in first. 1-3. There has to be a shock coming in soon, right? No. It won't be anything. I don't think they just don't have the dodges.
1-3.
1-3-4 from South, I think.
Yeah.
No, that's Bobby. That's Bobby coming in. I think that's a 1-3. 1-3-6, I believe, for Team US South. So.
Yeah.
Kind of a neutral race. Nothing too big, and you know, I feel like on that track we usually expect to see kind of a big shock factor there, and you know, Mac was able to get it, but as you said before, Eric, just not enough dodges on the part of Team USA North to really do anything with it.
Could you not shock into like the last set or anything else like that?
Yeah, I think that's definitely a good play to shock, but the thing is, like, once you know the other team has it, it's a really predictable spot once you get to that point in the race. So I'm sure South may have been in like a dodge or two, and then it was kind of hard for North to even use it at all there.
Yeah, for sure.
But neutral race, more or less. South trying to cut into this USA North lead after getting what seems to be a demoralizing top 4 on race 1, but still a lot of Mario Kart left to be played.
Absolutely. Well done.
Exciting stuff. We've never seen
Really
the
is.
two U.S. teams go at it this early in the tournament, so
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've seen them ever go at it, right? Because last
that's
year,
actually true.
yeah, they didn't end up actually being able to play. U.S. West getting knocked out in the quarterfinals.
Right.
So
Yeah, so this is really exciting stuff because I mean, arguably you can say just U.S. as a whole is the best country in the world when it comes to Mario Kart Wii, and I mean it shows them being split up into two different sides of the country because there's just so many good players and you want to give them all a chance to play, and here they are showcasing their stuff. So
yeah,
really exciting stuff.
absolutely. Orioles Goldmine being the next one we see here. Let's see how.
I like this track. If this was a South track pick, I like the track pick. I think Hawk can do really well starting out in first here. Maybe try to get frozen out of there with a bump. But actually, a little bit of lag there, but Hawk's still able to maintain. I like this track running wise. I think you can get a good break. And ooh, that red on Hawk unfortunately goes in front of him on his screen, so that'll take him out even though he had a banana out. So that's kind of counterintuitive to the plan of picking Goldmine. But we'll see if they can come back.
Certainly will be the case here. I believe, what is it? It will be Orioles Goldmine to, start this one off, and the TC, of course, for Frozen. And now, what will our remaining players do here? Is Quinn in first place, I believe. Big Showin being able to hold it down.
We're seeing bottom two from Team North right now. I think Mac was winning the bagging battle, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, let me check in on that.
Star coming in for Frozen, and a shock coming out. Casper and Frozen both dodging, so it did look like a North shock. Frozen has to be careful not to... Oh my god, I think two people were target shocked there.
Yeah.
And he has golden in fifth now off of that. Oh my god. So, again, and a blue shot comes out for Team South, and Vincent getting out. Oh my god. Like, literally, it was all South top spots, and now it's North in, like, what, top three? This is insane.
It is rather insane here. We'll see whether Frozen is able to hold this down. What will the back influence be?
Bobby has it. Bobby has it.
Bobby has shock. Okay, wow. And actually also stars Mac to make sure that he can't contest him. So what will the answer be? No target shock yet. Oh my god! Oh! Wow, he actually landed so unintentionally, but it actually ends up working out. Vincent dodging up, being able to pass up all of North here. Reds do come out onto Vincent, though.
No.
South in top two. It's still a good result for them now, but will Frozen be able to upset? He has a banana, maybe a snipe here coming in right behind the US South members.
Oh, that's going to be a top two for Team USA South. Top
Wow.
2, 5.
That
Wait,
shock
did someone get
being
taken out on the
so
line?
funny. Wait, what?
Did someone get taken out on the line there?
I
I
think-
thought I saw a Funky spinning out.
I think so. Yeah. Wow.
Okay. All right. There is a lot to take in there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get the result, and then we'll talk about what happened there, because there is a lot to unpack in that one shock.
Yeah, like that shock. I think they end up going for Casper there in second or something like that, and
Yeah.
end up getting him, sending him back to the Shadow Realm. Somehow get Frozen.
That's a crazy target shock.
They would have gotten
Top
top
2,
three if it
5.
wasn't for the red shell they got in Vincent, who moved from like 8th to 1st to 8th in like 5 seconds.
Okay, that's exactly what I wanted to unpack. I think Quinn accidentally redded Vincent, is what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know if I saw that right, but I'm pretty confident that Quinn may have accidentally redded Vincent, and that could have been like a big top 3 for South if that didn't happen. I did see Sean throw a red, but I thought it didn't connect, and maybe Quinn threw it. Maybe my eyes are going crazy, but
Well,
either way, top 2 gets target shocked somehow in that spot. That's pretty crazy.
yeah. well, you take those for sure. And now it's just a 20-point lead instead of like a 31-point lead. Why not?
Yeah, and also really good on Bobby. Like, I don't know. I feel like a shock there on lap 2 is really risky on Goldmine, because I feel like Goldmine, although you can run it, I feel like it does have pretty good catch-up potential, especially with that target shock. So, you know, they took the risk using a lap 2 shock, and it's paid off a lot for US North and the South, but this time unfortunately didn't, as Bobby was able to get that shock, and USA South making it interesting again, only a 20-point deficit. So let's see what we can do going into the last race of GP1 on RBC N64 Bowser's Castle. Pretty hectic one, if I do say so myself.
Yes. Absolutely hectic. We will see ¿Qué pasó? When we enter the first turn here, it's triple shrooms for Frozen. Not a bad pull, but he seems to be more a fan of getting up here and maybe holding the shroom to be able to take shortcut. Nope, never mind. Just get up there, push aside Jake, and get some aggression with holding out these bananas and maybe pressing the B button just a little bit.
Yeah, this track, notoriously known for being very good on backspamming the enemy team, if I do say so myself. Going to be looking for this top 2 of North, top 3 to be double backspamming. We do see a wide banana there from Frozen trying to maybe take out one of the South members, also going wide, but early shock coming in.
Ooh, okay.
Really early shock.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think it's a pretty good play to get South back into this because it was looking grim from the start. But Vincent chaining his dodge for a TC, passing it to Sean. Huge play right there. Taking out Sean in top 2 for South.
They're going to be able to break away for a bit now. And because Bobby has the lead in bagging, Quinn will be able to ride up the start of 5th place, knowing very well that he could actually get a second dodge as early as end of lap 2 here, if he wants it.
And let's see. The baggers are neck and neck right now going for that second shock, so going to be interesting to see what happens, but Frozen getting that TC, Trip Reds to boot with it, and it's a bottom 3 for North right now, which is not what you want to see. Bobby has the second shock.
Huge.
Ooh, that's so huge. We'll see where we are able to maybe see Quinn dodge. Frozen now has a star himself too, so maybe having to play a bit of a prediction game here. But we do see the baggers going forward, so North has to know. And Frozen's just gunning for it at this point.
Quinn dropped back to 7th, so does he still have a star?
He still has a star. He still has a star. Yeah. So he's big chilling in 7th right now, and I think just trying to stick up with the crowd. In 6th, you know, him and Hawk. I wonder if Hawk is holding on to anything himself. Star going to be activated here for Frozen in 8th, but him and Edison are not in a great place. The pack isn't too big at this point. Shock does come in, and they won't predict the hallway shock there. That's big for them. Quinn able to move on up. It's a top 2 for South, and this is exactly the recovery they were looking for.
It's exactly what they needed, and they do have a Sherman first as well to avoid any blue shells. And Edison taking out his own teammate Frozen there. Hawk getting a TC, so kind of avoiding a big race for South. And a huge backspam, and it's a top 3 actually for South. I'm mistaken. Top 3 break for US, and that wide banana. And Bobby has the 3rd shock.
Bobby a 3rd shock, no way. 3 shocks, 1 race. He can actually clutch it out here if they. Oh wait, but Hawk's so far behind. Maybe he just shock him in the box here.
Yeah, he's so far behind. It's
not gonna matter.
That is a huge race for South. Top 3.
Top 3. Yeah.
Wow.
Job well done.
Bobby, 3 shocks in a race.
He said, I hated that last BC3 race. I hated that last match so much. Give me 3 shocks in 1 race, please.
That was nuts. And that's honestly the track that you need 3 shocks on. It is such a long track.
Yeah.
And if the others, like if US North gets 1 shock there, it's a completely different ball game. But wow, 3 shocks, and that is exactly what they needed.
Well then, we are back to having ourselves a ball game. 93 to 90 here, and I think critics of South were saying just before this race, like, yeah, it really just seems like South can only get wins of like 10, like at most 15 points. They certainly, I mean, that was like, you know, one of the max ones, but they just busted out a big race win there. I am missing a race here. So
2, 4, 5, 7, 9.
Got that. I'm missing, I think, the race 2 score, so we'll get that updated shortly. But yeah,
that was crazy. That was such an intense GP already. Just like,
Yep.
I think that last race
crazy.
was just like a go off, Bobby.
Go off, Bobby. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, literally go off, Bobby. I'm like, my impression so far is like I've been expecting to see Jake a lot more in the front. I feel like I haven't seen him in the front too much in these wars.
True.
So glad to see him there in RBC, like having that presence up there, because I feel like because he did play for KG, and that was kind of like his role to be up in the front and kind of have that 1v1 front run duel against whoever the other runners or whatever it was. But yeah, I feel like that's kind of his role, and you know he did a really good job there in RBC, and hopefully you see him to do it more in the upcoming races.
Mm-hmm. Certainly. I'll leave you all to it for this course selection while I get scores updated. Maple Treeway being the pick here. And
oh, boy.
I think that's, yeah, South hosting this one, so this makes sense.
We saw what happened last Maple Treeway.
Yeah, last Maple Tree was actually insane.
Yeah. This has been crazy so far because this has been like such a good back and forth, and like just from two teams that are executing really well. Like a lot of times we just see one team executing really well and another team using like okay shocks, but both teams like doing really well with the shocks, and it's keeping it a really close match.
Yeah, I think it's still crazy that we just seen them this early on playing bracket. Like,
I know, right?
For
and
sure.
This is like this is so hype. Like, it's such a hype match for the beginning, but Maple Treeway heavy front run track, and it is a south pick because it is that 1-3 with the third place wanting to dive into the shortcut at the beginning to get a good item. And Jake able to keep his first place, and that's exactly where he wants to be. That's where he's the most comfortable, staying in first, like I was saying. Ooh, Frozen getting taken out by a red by Vince.
Wow.
Hawk getting mega out of a golden though, so
Brutal for Hawk there. Just gets absolutely destroyed on the bridge, which never a very fun place to be on generally, but yeah, ends up getting decimated. We do see Quinn with the star in 7, so at least something to look forward to, but I do wonder how it's looking in the back. What does Bobby seem to have there, Brawley?
Bobby has the bill, so he's currently jumping off. It doesn't look like the baggers have anything.
Yeah, Mac has a
is
star in
going
9.
forward.
And
No, okay.
Nothing too hectic for him. He's going to wait to use the star while everyone's going ahead. And in the meantime, triple reds for Frozen not really doing too much for him. Quinn, I think, with the star way back there. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Just
They got
ends and
both
gets
of them.
destroyed way back here. I don't think we're going to see Quinn for the rest of the race.
Interesting decision by Frozen there because South is gone in top 2, I think. Unless Vincent dropped back a little, but yeah, he did drop back. Okay, so they only have first place now with Jaker, which the pack has gotten closer, so good play by Frozen then.
I think,
I think that's a really good play.
That's because that's South and bottom 2 now. Hawk is destroyed as well, and I wonder, is there a shock in play? No, Mac doesn't have anything as of yet, so maybe we can look forward to seeing South getting shock, if nothing else.
Bobby does not have anything either, but we see Hawk. See what we can do here. Trying not to spoil any. Ooh, Bobby just got the shock.
Ooh, that could be big. Oh, there's a blue shell as well on the way there for Frozen, so maybe a cancel coming in. I don't think North have any dodges here. If they do, they really should activate here. Expect something, but nope, nothing yet. Maybe a target shock we could expect. North with 2-3-4, I think. Yeah. So pretty devastating stuff. They don't have a dodge or anything like that. Maybe a shock on the net's a little bit too late there.
Ooh,
I think that's South dodging at the end. See if they're able to catch up. Jake moving on up. That fib not going to connect with anyone. They still get onto top spots there.
That was a 1-4-6 for Team USA South.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken.
Something like that. It's a pretty neutral race to do things up.
Yeah,
Job well
really
done for South to hold things up there.
Yeah, the shot came really, really late in that race.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
I was thinking it worked out for them.
I was thinking they might shock Frozen on the net part to be able to slow him down the most because it's really hard to accelerate again on that part when. Ooh, 2, 3, 6, 7, 10, apparently for US
bad
Very
North.
close race.
That's not even a bad race for North, is it?
No, not at all.
Yeah, so 2-3 is pretty decent.
Yeah, I think that's still a race win for sure for South, but just by 3 points, so not the most damaging.
You gotta wonder what happened to Jake there, because he did have a pretty sizable break in first. So maybe there was just a blue he didn't see, or something that happened to him. But kind of surprising that he lost that big of a lead from what we saw on the map a little earlier.
Yeah.
But they do get that 1-4-5 winning race, and USA South has officially taken the lead after getting top forward on race 1. So really good on them to keep positive and keep going in these races.
Yeah, Bobby's definitely going off right now too. So Bobby's a real big part of this lead, or that they're coming back from.
You saw the instant pick for Sherbet Land. Jesus, I mean they're ready to get some track reset spots here. Yeah, I'm just so glad that US South will be able to hold this lead till the very end now. Honestly, that's just what's happening here. Sherbet Land.
Oh, but they
pick.
do get the Sherbet Land.
Yeah, so that's just confirmation that US South just holds the lead till the end.
Well, yeah, it's fun. You and I are kind of 1v1ing right now in watching the bagger POVs and my baggers winning. So I'm happy.
I'm rooting. I'm obligatory rooting for Mac here as he's just on my screen and I have the perspective. But yep, starting things off, South able to get a decent start here. Careful for the draft. Ooh, that's aggressive from him.
Gets
Maybe
him off.
perfect placement there. I mean, I was wondering if he would lag bump Vincent in any way, but that didn't happen. So, yeah, North ends up eating it there. Not a bad thing on Sherbet in any way, shape, or form.
Definitely not. And you know, Sherbert, one of those tracks where shock does have a huge effect. Kind of anywhere on the map, even on like a random spot, even not chaining, like you can catch up so much there. Frozen really angry right now, going out of his way to get Quinn out of there. Just kidding. But does eat the penguin there. Let's see what Quinn can get here. Bobby currently winning the bagging battle, but oh no, Max still going back. Actually.
Yeah.
Gonna be what happens here on my shock radar.
Yeah, Mac not quite having it quite yet. Star being activated in front of Frozen there. Hawk looks like it will be moving up the pack here. What can you get in 7th? It's only a blooper. And South have a lot of these bottom spots here, kind of concerning, especially with the red onto them now. I mean, if they are able to use it to get their dodges, then good for them, but doesn't seem to be the case right now.
I don't know if I see Mac using anything to get back further. Or maybe not. I'm not sure. Mac might have it in 9th, and he's just pretending not to have it.
Yes.
So that he can go and get another one. But yeah, I think Mac does have it. Yeah, he's going forward now. Okay, that is a shock in 9th for Team USA North. Gonna be seeing what happens here, but it is a 2-3 for North. South still holding up that first place. In Jaker, definitely holding up that front presence. Like I said, getting taken out by that red is Frozen and that Nana. Looking to see if he can get a dodge here. Gonna be interesting to see what happens with the shock here on lap 3. And interested to see if North has any dodges.
Goldening up here for Frozen. No dodges for him, but he's very content with that. South in 2-3-4. Bobby's going to drop a star. Hawk picks it up. Mac, does he have a shock, I wonder? Yes, he does. Ooh. So it will be interesting. Hawk preventing a shock, at least for now, but now North knows he is not in him. Maybe activating right now. Those are stars back there. Nope. Vincent and South are going to space their dodges out to prevent a North shock for as much as possible, but it's Frozen that's actually going to call it here. The bomb does go off. Doesn't connect onto them. Vincent gets rolled over on. Great play from Frozen's part there to be able to secure North, getting the spots, at least some of the spots behind him.
I think that was a good South race. I think that we only see Vincent back there from South, so I think it was like maybe a 1-3-4, top 2-4 on US South's part. So we'll see what happens here. But Edison, I think, also got taken out by a bomb on the last turn. But really good on Frozen to go out of his way to get Vincent and get his team that extra spot. But yeah, it is a 1-3-4, as I said, for Team USA South. So good race for them.
Yeah. Well then.
Woo! It's exciting,
2, 5,
fellas.
6. What was that? Sorry, 2, 5, 6. What and what?
8-9.
8-9. Got it. Thank you, Marlon. Hard carry.
This is an exciting one.
It is.
Apparently, my audio is quiet on Quinn's POV.
I love that. Yes, I've been hard intentionally unable to figure it out, and I've been hard only commentating when Quinn is on our screens for the most part. Yeah, Brawler, you're just banned from commentating on Quinn's part. Sorry, man.
All right.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think he'd like me to commentate on his gameplay anyway. So you know what? That's fine.
Yes.
This is a really good voice so far, though. I'm
Actually,
glad I hopped on the mic for this one.
I'm glad you're with us for this one too, even if you're banned from him. Oh, do we get to be? No, not quite yet. Not BC3. It'll go DDR, which makes sense. Sure. Okay, they end up with what is it? What spots they have? They have 1, 3, 4. Yeah, why not? 1, 3 for DDR. Pretty nice.
Yeah, Jake gonna be doing that sand hop, trying to break away from the start, and you're gonna be looking for the other team members to get shrooms here, see what they can do to catch up. And shock, of course, like in every other race, plays a huge key part, especially with these two teams that are so evenly matched.
Yeah.
The execution of the shock.
Matched all around, even Bagger was.
100%. I think that's the most important part here is the shock, that little lightning bolt. Ooh. Nice little hop from Frozen there. Mac winning the bagging battle by a lot from what I'm seeing, so could be a possible US North shock unless we do see that, 7.5% chance of a 9th place shock. So
Yep, something like that.
But ooh, Bobby pulling ahead. We'll see.
They're to top everything, top 2-4 right now, and Frozen pulling the blue in 4th as they are top 3. And I think we said Mac was winning the back battle, so This might be a really good race for North, and this might just be the race they need to actually just kind of get back into this war.
Mac has Bill in 9th. Bobby's
Yeah,
looking fresh
Bobby
right
pulled
now.
away.
Yeah.
And South needs it. South needs it 100% here if they want any chance.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see if they're able to make it happen. But in the meantime, it'll be Quinn up here in 3rd place. Why not? Is he able to convert? Frozen still with the...
Yeah, it's blue.
Yeah, Frozen was still with the blue and able to hold up on the 4th place right now.
You just shot Quinn in the boxes here?
Maybe. Yep. Shocks. Yep. That's perfect. Gets Casper right after it. Won't be able to get any lucky 2nd place shrooms. Maybe able to allow Quinn to get into 2nd at least, but Frozen may be able to. No, he's gonna actually get Reddit on the line here. It won't matter.
Oh, he finishes.
Lands the jump.
Wow.
Job well done for the northern side here. Top 2 forward to bounce right back off.
It's unfortunate. I feel like. Oh yeah. So apparently all commentators are not audible on Quinn's stream.
Yeah. I mean, what can you do, really? There's nothing possible. There's no winning there on Quinn's part.
Looks like we just stay on Frozen's, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seemed like there was just not much they could do with the shock there. No dodges. I mean, I feel like if they had dodges, they should have used it earlier. But I guess as a last-ditch effort, they were just saying, get Quinn into boxes, maybe gets a shroom and pulls off 2nd. But I think that was also really dangerous because we did see Frozen did pull that shroom. If he pulled trip shrooms, I think he would have passed Quinn there, and it could have been a top 3. But I guess that was like the only play South had there in that situation. So, but good on Bobby getting another shock. But
Bobby's dominating the shock batch right now, or the shock count. I think that's what 5-2.
Yep, I think so. If that is the case.
yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe they shock bottom spots into boxes there. I think that's actually the better play. But you can't go back on what you did, right? So
Yeah. Always have to keep
on to the next one.
Speaking of next one, Grumble Volcano we haven't seen in the set so far.
Interesting.
Yeah, will be interesting to see if they end up getting the pick.
I feel like we see Grumble all the time in this World Cup. Well, just in general. People love that rock hop.
Yeah, they literally cannot get enough.
Wow, I forgot that's a thing.
Yeah,
Not me, the Mario Kart.
that was the least meta thing in 2012, honestly.
Yeah, Marlon. Big shout out Marlon. You know, big MK8 player, but coming over to cast some MKW with us. And
He's got the
it's
roots.
exciting to have him. He does have the roots.
Yes, he is the most roots by a mile.
Marlon and I, we played way back in like 2011, 2012. So good to see him here in 2021. Marlon, how are you finding commentating MKW so far?
I'm still like relearning everything, so everything is still kind of like new to me.
Yeah, I got you.
It's like the basics, but everything's just like mechanics are different. Like kids are just way better now,
Yeah.
and I think
So
that's one
much
thing
better.
I'm still just trying to get used to.
Yeah, honestly.
They're so much better.
Yeah, kids are just way better now.
They're just intimidating to play against. They simply cannot keep up with them.
It is scary.
Ooh,
I
that
reckon I
red
know.
scary doesn't break away. I thought he had it for a second.
It looked like he had it at that point.
Yeah.
I thought he did too. But looking
what
at
a
the baggers,
Just barely missing though.
Mac is in 10th by a lot, so looking to see if he gets the shock here. Edison in first. A blue shell coming out on him though. Does take the rock hop. Does he have a third shrimp to dodge that? He does. Wow.
Wow. And he actually
Edison is gone.
Frozen actually doesn't use the POW in advance of Quinn trying to go to on rock. He uses it just as he aligns and starts streaming for it, which I think makes it so that Quinn only gets a respawn there, and still allowed Edison to dodge with the shroom with the blue shell. Actually, precise timing there was really nice, really nice to see.
That was amazing. And you got to think that Mac has the shock as well. I mean, he's been in 10th the whole time. I see Bobby getting bills.
His stream is
This is
going to
be a
right
huge-
now, unfortunately.
This is going to be a huge run for North, I think. We do see Frozen in 6 with the star. Going to be dodging for sure. Casper also going to be dodging the shock. Target shocks
Oh
2
my
of the Team South members. Picks up the ground shroom, takes the cut. And wow, yeah, that's just a top 3 at least
That's
for
just,
Team North.
That's just GG. I mean, yeah, US North getting top spots there. I think we'll be able to see Quinn get maybe 8th place here, maybe at that, but it will be far too little, too late, and that is going to be an insane race win for them.
That's a top 3-5 at least
Yeah.
for Team USA North. That was huge. That, like, first of all, they were just so broken away that South, for any chance for them to catch up, they needed the shock there. And I mean, what else are you gonna do? Like, that's your last ditch effort for Hawk and Quinn there, is to go for the cut. Like, there's nothing else you can do there. And yeah, top 3-5 for Team USA North, and that's what they needed. Because I mean, South has just been chipping away at the lead and winning races little by little, but North finally with a big response, to say the least.
Yeah. For sure. And now South in a bit of a position here. How can they bounce back from this kind of result after 8 races? Great question. I don't know what the answer is.
It's a great GP for North.
Super great GP.
And you got to think, I mean, Bobby's kind of been bailing them out a lot, but what happens when Bobby doesn't have the shock? And there's a prime example. That race, I mean, that race, granted, is really, Grumble itself is really shock heavy, so if a shock does happen, it's going to be really effective. And it showed there from Team USA North, but yeah, we got a good one on our hands, boys.
Interested to see what South changes going into this last GP. I feel like they've had the spots and they've had the shocks, and it's just this. It doesn't seem like it's enough.
Yeah.
When you're winning races by 3, 4, 5 points, and then North just comes back and gets top 2 or top 3, kind of just belittles what you've just done.
Exactly. Yeah, South is just, you know, they have the tools. It's just finding the right places to use those tools to get a big race. Because right now, yeah, like you said, it's just like 1 or 2 parts are working, and then maybe one or two others are struggling a little bit. But you know, hopefully in this last GP they can get it and bring it all together full circle. Because I know I want to see a match 3. So let's go South. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna get a little poll going in this chat.
Yes, please.
I got you.
Yes. Who's going to be the winner here?
Who will win?
258 to 230 is the current score. And why not keep things up if you're North? This is a similar kind of... I feel like the trajectory, the momentum of this match has been very similar to what we saw before.
Yeah, it's... Beginning of the GP, BCW. Good pick for South, I think, starting in that first place position. But Jaker, who was the host, getting taken out immediately, so not paying off so far. And it's going to be a top 2 for North, which is already really devastating, as this track is really run heavy, as we've seen time and time again. So let's see what Team USA North is able to do. Oh, but Frozen running into the fire pillar there. But still top 2-4 for North. Oh, bomb taking him out, though. Really nice bomb there from Vincent.
Looks like North's just gonna run away right here with top 2, I think it was. Because if you look now, like, literally South like everything in front of Frozen.
Right, and I see Mac going forward, and so I think it's a North shock as well. So Bobby is not gonna be able to bail him out once again, like he has been, which kind of sucks because I was looking at his POV and he hit Mac probably like 50 times with a star, and just Mac did not lose it. But
Curious to see how
yes.
South plan on breaking this top class.
Yeah, because right now they definitely need a lot. I mean, BCW is just such a hard track to come back on, but I will say we have seen a lot of blues on this track in the past, but it's possible North members holding. And well, actually, we do see Frozen just pulling the blue, so gonna be holding it for his northern compatriots. Interesting to see.
This is just like a huge win for North.
Yeah, South needs like a target POW or something like that to get him going, but I know we're not gonna see a shock here because Mac definitely has it, and he won't do anything to mess his teammates up. I do see Bobby going forward to drop a star. and we'll see what happens here. But for now, Frozen stuck holding this blue shell. And the shock does come out. Frozen spinning out, let's see what he can get here. I believe Casper dodging in the bill. Coming up there, Hawk getting the ground start. Not able to split it with Vincent, but...
Too little too late. They're kind of far back even after the shot.
Yeah, they're 4-5-6 right now, Team USA South. Ooh, but Frozen getting taken out by the Reds. Yeah, that's a top 3. That is a top 3 for USA North. Wow. And oh my goodness, they are...
Is that curtains?
Yeah, no.
I mean,
It's not curtains, but
I feel like that. I mean, it's a 28-point difference, and now you just got top three on.
it's not curtains, but it's gonna take a lot to get back into it.
They need the instant. They need the course selection to go in their favor now. South and dig deep.
Yeah.
And they have to fight back now to at least the top 3, top 4.
Yes.
They need to dig deep for the lightning bolts. That is for sure. Because like I said, man, top 3, yeah, top 3-8. Bobby's been bailing them out the whole war, and once the one race he doesn't get the shock. Interesting track pick again, picking BCE when you're not all top spots, we saw it didn't pay off because Jake got taken out immediately in the front, and that's where you want him in that first place spot, and they just kind of ran away with it after that. So
yeah,
unfortunate for Team USA South.
Well, we've seen them get big races before, and I don't know. I mean, it's tough to say. I think, again, things seeming to just go slightly in North's favor just over the course of the match. A few spots here and there that could use tightening up, and that's just really all the difference there in these two teams. DK Mountain being the pick here for North, liking their odds at building their lead there. Peach Beach and Delfino Square, I guess, chosen. A little bit of a mixed bag there. DK Mountain.
I like that Delfino pick.
It ain't gonna get it. Not for you. Not today. Sorry, man.
I wanted it. I wanted it so
ain't
bad.
This time. No. Worst track in the game.
I wanted it.
Out.
I wanted it so bad.
Get
it's
it
the
out.
Best track in the game.
Get it out. Delete the map. Holy.
It is the best track in the game by a lot.
Yes.
But DK Mountain, good pick. Good pick for top 3. I think it's pretty easy to break away here. But
for sure.
Yeah, the shock again. Oh, and that's a really that's really good news for Mac. Yeah.
Well, you can only hope that they actually do something with this here. We'll see. How we see Quinn respond, and the rest of US South. There is a bomb in play, I think. So, how can he use this to his team's advantage? Ooh, Jake getting a little bit of a bump there. Not able to quite get. I mean, I think being in third place right on the bridge there would have been nice, but ooh, the bomb somehow ends up connecting. And in the meantime, it's going to force Frozen out of his. Another bomb happening. I think that's a blue shell now coming in. North does have top 2, but I didn't just look. Did I just hallucinate that, or was that not a blue shell?
Wasn't a blue.
Okay. Well, this is looking pretty good for US North here. I mean, top 3 on DK Mountain, especially with this kind of lead that's developing, and especially with triple greens here. You can expect maybe it may be a case where Frozen slows down depending on who's third. Blue shell is now coming in, yeah. We'll have to be wary to avoid Casper here. Yeah, we'll throw away his greens to ensure that. Shroom as well.
Whoa. Shroom in first place.
Yeah. So, good on him for being able to do so there.
Top 3 right now.
Yes.
This has been the story of the second half of the war, I feel. We've just seen North outrunning South, and South unable to catch up. And it's hard, especially when you get this track pick when you're top 3. And, I mean, they're just sitting pretty if Bobby can't get the shock here. And time and time again, he's bailed them out, but we'll see what he can do. Blue shell coming out, but Frozen going to be able to dodge it.
Yeah.
And North just... Oh, my goodness. It's looking like GG. Yeah.
That shrooming pretty nice for him. Gets the banana in case there's anyone that comes back up, but no, will not be the case. Casper's big chillin'. Edison able to finish off maybe in third. Jake coming up at the very end there to salvage something, but won't be enough really for South.
2-4 for North.
Yeah, they only have 2 races left now and down by around 50 points.
This is tough. you got to question whether they want to start 5 running yet, or if they maybe want to hold on to hope one more time, seeing if Bobby can get it, and maybe they get a top 4 and then 5 run. But it's looking really hard right now with the way things are going and the way the two teams are playing. North is they're playing better and they're breaking away from what we're
Yeah,
seeing.
they're just running. They're just literally just hard running.
Well, top 2,
Top
4,
2, 4.
8, 10. Jesus.
Ooh,
Wow.
looking tough.
Top 2, 4, 8, 10. Yeah, well, that'll be it. I mean, they have 2 races left. Don't get us wrong here, but yeah, it's looking bad.
Yeah,
Plus 60.
It's looking
Yeah, that's bad.
plus
Yeah.
60. Wow.
Not ideal, to say the least. And yeah, we're gonna need to see miracles and probably all run for South to have a chance here.
Yeah, I was gonna say mathematically, they have the 5 rank from here, right?
A top 4-9 I think gives you plus 31, so that would bring him to what is that plus 29. So then they need a top 4-9 and a top 4-10 if they want to tie it.
Yes.
2 top 4-9s to win it all, but a top 5 gives you plus I think it's like 41, maybe 40. I don't know.
No, sorry. Top 5 gives you plus 41 for sure.
Gotcha.
But well, I don't know.
So-
We'll see that right now. But I do think this is a moment where like you.
Let's
consider
go!
Running Peach Beach. Okay, they get their track pick.
Let's go.
Pretty big. Yes. Let's
love
go.
this
Vamos. Literally vamos.
Vamos. I love this pick.
Yes.
This is
Talk us
this
through
is
it,
one.
Mario.
Yeah, no, I think they're going for the 5 run here. So this is a short track where you want luck to be on your side and just hope for anything hectic to happen and hope that it happens for your team and that you just destroy the other team.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at Bobby's POV. He is running, so
Yeah, you saw him go around the circle there towards the left of the starting point and ends up just letting Mac go forward. Mac in a short position to get Shock if he is able to. Get one in the first minute 14 or so of this
Nice
track.
fib.
Nice fib, yeah.
Mac with a nice play at the start, hitting the quack to drop the star for the first place Casper. And now Casper does have a bit of a break, but anything goes on Peach Beach. Anything goes, that's for sure.
Yeah.
See if North is opting to stay in 9th. Not opting to stay in 9th is to secure that shock, but it could be that Mac already has it as he is kind of sitting to the side from what I'm seeing. And this could be deadly for USA South. This could definitely be curtains here.
Yep, it could be. I mean, we do see Quinn advancing up onto Casper here, maybe able to get a banana onto him. He'll have to hope so, but Shock will come in. That's going to be frozen dodging, not able to quite get onto Jake there, but Jake is trapped in the water. Gets the red onto first place, okay, but a lot of North here. And Quinn probably getting taken out by this red. No, not quite able to avoid. Bombs Edison to the side there. Big play on his part to be able to do so. Fib comes out. Boom!
Oh, the bomb!
What does that do?
Whoa!
If anything, I don't know if it will, but maybe some saving grace here for South.
That was crazy.
1, 4, 5, 8, 9. I don't think so.
It's not enough.
That's it.
17,
That's
32, 32, 29. South win that by 3. They're going to need a trolling penalty to win this one.
Yeah,
That's it, really.
that's it.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
What a bomb, though, right?
That bomb was
yeah,
crazy.
That bomb
though.
was heat.
Right?
That bomb was heat. That got me excited for 0.5 seconds.
Yeah, I saw him flip out, and I saw a lot of South cross the line. I was like, oh, maybe.
Up.
But
Yeah.
Now
No,
imagine
no,
if they
no shot.
that would have been crazy.
That would have been crazy, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
crazy war.
Hats off to U.S. North for clutching it up, really. And I think, yeah, certainly not the finish that you want to have if you're USA South, of course. It's, hoping for more going against your northern siblings there in the States. But I think they really did bring a lot of good heat to this one, but just not being able to find the magic towards the latter parts of both wars for one reason or another.
You're exactly right. They came out with a spark at the start, but it just kind of declined halfway through, and U.S. North able to just keep a constant pace the whole time and able to. outdo USA South. So really good on them. It was a strong showing from USA North, and it's exactly what we expected from our 1 seed, right?
Yep. Absolutely. This is the reason why I think a lot of the first team is scary here. With BC3 to finish things off.
This is a fun one. This is a fun one to watch for the last bit. But yeah, kind of talking about the future match that USA North has to face against England. I think it's more or less a rematch of the World Cup finals last year, except England missing 2 key parts of their lineup. And they've had to use 2 other members, and they've done an extremely good job so far. You know, not dropping a war yet, I think, in this World Cup.
Yep.
And
that's
North hasn't either.
So it will be pretty challenging for them, USA North. I think that will be certainly a tightly contested match.
Yeah, 2 undefeated teams going at it, but we did see USA East, which is pretty much the same lineup USA North has now, take it away from the UK last year. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in that match. And the other side of the bracket, we have Japan versus Australia.
I'm so happy for Australia, man. I mean, if they can maybe do something pretty important here. Ooh, Frozen, what? What was that about? What was that about?
Yeah, no, I think. Oh, yeah, we see some trolling on out here on the shortcut.
Oh my god!
Get him out of here.
Man. Just get
him out of here.
It doesn't matter, man. Just fucking take it. Yeah.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
But yeah, I think Australia has been super exciting to watch so far. The 2 seed in their group, able to upset USA South, and you know, playing really well as a team. Have they dropped the war yet? I don't think they dropped the war either. So
yeah, US North haven't. Honestly, it was the group play from Group B where US North came from was so exciting because Denmark was so close to getting them. And I do wonder what this world would look like with Denmark in the quarterfinals here. But either way, that's a shot coming in, lap 3. Frozen slows down properly for the item box there and is rewarded with a blooper. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Quinn, just give it to him. Yep. Don't make it now. Nice. Perfect.
Quinn fails, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah.
But yeah, I think, you know, we have 3 undefeated teams. Wait, Japan? I don't think Japan's lost the war either. So.
Yep.
the last 4 teams undefeated.
Japan looks like they're in great shape, honestly.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I
super strong.
could see them making the actual run for it. It's just insane. It's just so we end off our war here. The depression run really for South to finish things off. Vincent will cap it off decently with a 2nd place there. Unfortunately, not the ending you would have liked to see if you're a Southern fan, but North ends up carrying it at home. A job well done to the number 1 seed of the tournament, taking down South. And honestly, hats off to South. They really did give a good contest for it, and I think they've given it another opportunity. And I do really wonder, about the backcake, maybe being able to have one of their star players for the Southern side, I think would have really changed things for the team.
Yeah, I think what we saw here was just a team that's played together over and over again and has really built a good chemistry, and a team who didn't really have time to form that. I think South didn't have much time to play together. They didn't practice much. They practiced a good amount, I think, before, but they all come from different teams, so I think, you know, possible personalities clashing, and I feel like North is all very comfortable with each other. They play on the same team outside of the league. Outside of the World Cup. So, really good job on Team USA North's part in it. It's the result we expected, more or less. I did expect South to put up a better fight in the second half. I wanted them to. I wanted to see a game 3, but that's how the cookie crumbles. USA North with another dominating performance as we've seen in this World Cup.
Absolutely. And I'm sure for North that's really a big sigh of relief, because I think going into it, both teams are very respectful of each other and their ability to play the game. It's a series you go into kind of hectic, and if US South pulls away with a game 1 win, they could easily take that for a 2-0 win themselves, just off the momentum and the mental. But yeah, that'll do it for the match here. And so we have the semifinals for next weekend across all of our games, I believe. And we have a lot of bangers coming up. I mean, Japan, Australia, I'm super excited for.
Wow.
They're also within the same time zone and maybe won't have as bad a team with each other. So good for them on that note. But if you are an early morning riser, we'll probably be up in the morning for that one. So not looking forward to that part of it. But it will be a fun one to see. And of course, it's the more or less rematch that you basically mentioned before, Broly, of England and USA North / USA East will be a very exciting one. We had Twitch chatter saying 2-0 easy, which I guess I don't know. I mean, yeah, sure, they did look great. US North here, and they do have a stacked roster, but who's to say? Who's to know? So
yeah, no, it's just it'll be tough for England. I think they have a large mountain to climb, especially with two of their star players not playing in this World Cup. Those being Flary and Shantani. Being replaced by Taz and Joss, who've done a good job replacing them, but they're still the star players, and you kind of need them especially against the stacked USA North lineup. So
but what about Jazz, brother? Jazz, he's gonna come out huge,
Jazz?
Swinging.
Of course,
he's gonna come out swinging against the US. I don't know. I mean, he came out swinging against them in World Cup finals too. So we'll see if they're able to replicate the magic.
I'm excited to see Japan though.
Dude, yeah,
that's what
I'm excited for like both Australia and Japan. It's hard. Like I feel like I could root for either of them, whoever wins. So yeah.
It was just fun to watch the Japan-Norway match because Japan just gave everybody playing time and they all just killed it. That was the cool thing about it. All of them can play well together, and I'm excited to see what lineup they use in these semifinals too.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I can't speak about Japan Norway without thinking about that last Kuba Cape race. I'm sorry, man. That race it probably lives on. I don't know if it lives on more in my brain or their brains, but that last race was just so hurtful to watch. But either way, I think that'll do it for us here. Final thoughts as we wrap up for the day, wrap up for the weekend. It's been a great weekend for the quarterfinals. Had some great sets across all games. The Mexico-Spain match we just watched earlier. Mexico with a nice upset on Spain. It was really fun to see.
Mexico took it?
Yeah, they took it.
Wow.
Upset when they topped in the last race of match 2 where they were down 1-0. They topped 3-5-6 to win it. And then they ended up clutching again in game 3. That was actually a very fun one. I would recommend to anyone wanting to get a glimpse into what the action is looking like in Mario Kart 8. But I think that'll do it for us.
Actually, I saw that. I saw it last race, actually. That was
okay, good.
And I dropped the Vamos in the chat afterwards.
Yeah. Let's go. But I think that'll do it for us. Marlon, thank you so much for coming on to the
anytime, brother.
Cast. Yeah. And Brawley, thank you as well for coming on for the show. Yes. Big love in it. Marlon, can I expect you to see you in a Mogi Lounge? Honest answer.
No.
Okay, Ben, fine.
Somehow I am gold in Mario Kart Wii Lounge, and I would never get up.
Yeah. So is Calvin, and we all know how that.
If you want me to throw, yeah.
We actually all don't know how that came to be. All right. Well, that'll do it for us tonight. We hope you guys have a great night, morning, wherever you are. But in the meantime, wish you a great rest of your night.